So inside this main screen, I want us to create a drawer which is going to have a hamburger icon here. That when I click on it, we get that drawer that I showed at the beginning of the video. To create the drawer, I'm going to come to the widgets here, and I'm going to create a new .dat file, which I'm going to call main drawer. So the main drawer is going to be a consumer widget, and here we're going to return a drawer. So this drawer is going to have a child, and the child that I want is the column which has children. So this drawer also, I want it to be inside of a safe area. The widget is safe area, like that. So the first element of our column is something called the drawer header. So I'm going to have a drawer header whose child is a container which has a width of double dot infinity, a decoration of box decoration, color. The color is app styles dot main color, has a border radius of border radius dot circular 10.0, at a border dot all, color of colors dot white, style border style dot solid, and a width of 2, like that. And the child of this container is a column. Column has children. So the children, first of all, we are going to have an image asset, image.asset. So what we want to have is our logo first. So assets/logo.png, which we are going to give a height of size config.get proportionate height of 50. And you are going to give a width of size config.get proportionate width of 50 as well. You're also going to give it a fit of box fit.cover. So before I continue, let me add this drawer to the main screen so that we can see what we are doing. So let me add the drawer to main drawer. It's a const main drawer. As you can see, we have a hamburger icon here now. And as you can see now, we have that drawer like that. Let me add the main axis alignment of center, and then I want now to add some text. Let me show you. I want to add some text that says blood donation app, like that, which has a style of app styles title text style, like that. And you can have yet another text. This one is going to be your name. The name is going to appear here. So with this you can use normal text style. And we can also create one more here for the email, like that. So we can reduce the size of this. So for this overflow errors, maybe I can reduce the size of this to 40 to remove those overflow errors there. Now after the drawer header, what remaining now is this space here. And this is where we're going to have all the other menus of our drawer. So after the drawer header, but inside of the column, we are going to have a container. But since we wanted to take the remaining space, we are going to wrap it inside of an expanded widget. So expanded widget, and now the child is our container, like that, which has a width. So the width is double dot infinity, like that. It has a margin of edge insets dot all 15. It has a decoration of type box decoration. The color is app styles dot main color. The border radius is border radius dot circular 10.0. border dot all. So the color is colors dot white. Style is border style dot solid, and a width of 2. Let me save that. As you can see now, we have beautiful background over there. Cool. So the child of this container is a column, which I'm gonna set the cross-axis alignment to start, and of course it's gonna have some children. So this column, I'm going to want it to have some padding, so I'm gonna wrap it with the padding. And the padding that I want is edge insets dot from LTRB. I'm going to give it a 5, and the rest I'm going to leave them with 0. And finally, since this column I want it to be scrollable, I want to put it instead of a single child scroll view, or maybe this entire padding, I can wrap it inside of a single child scroll view, like that. This column, its children are going to be a list of list styles. So it's going to be a list style. So this first one, as you can remember, the first one we had, the leading here is going to be an icon, icons.home, colors.black, and a size of 30. Title is a text that reads home, which has a style of app styles heading text style copy with font size of 17.0. That we can add a const here like that, and it's also going to have an on tap. So when it is tapped, we are going to navigate to the home page, to the main page. So app routes .main .name like that. Again, we are going to have another list style. For this video, I'm just gonna repeat them like this. So here I'm going to have an icon of check circle. Here I'm going to type donors mailed. On top, we are going to have to navigate to a different screen. So again, I'm going to copy this again. I'm gonna paste it here. This one I'm gonna say same blood group as me. Here I'm going to have an icon of a handshake, and we are going to have that. As you can see, if you can remember at the beginning of the video, we had something like this. Then I'm going to add a divider here, which has a colors.white, and I'm gonna give it a height of 2. It's a const divider. After that, I'm going to create a text that reads blood groups with a style of app styles.normal text style. Okay, now we have that, and I'm going to create a list style. Let me copy this and paste it here. So for this list style, the leading is not going to be an icon, but it's going to be an image, because I tried to look at the icons that are similar to the blood groups, but I could not find those icons. So I created some images. I'm going to paste those images inside of my assets folder. And here I have all the blood groups that I need. I'm actually going to copy even these other images here, because I know I'm gonna need them. And actually the font for this is the font that we were supposed to use. So these are the different blood groups here. So here for the leading is going to be an image asset. So image.asset. So the first one is going to be asset/a+.png. It's going to have a height, and it's going to have a width of 30 like that. The text is going to be, the title is going to be or a positive like that. So it's going to be upstyle. We're going to use the normal text style here, and it's going to have the on top as well. So I'm going to need to load the application again so that all this can appear. But what is going to happen is that once we tap on each of them, I want us to be directed to a different screen that shows only donors of that blood group. And for that, I'm going to create another screen inside of screens here, inside the user management. Here I'm going to create a new screen, and the screen is going to be called blood group selected screen. And this screen is going to be a consumer widget called blood group selected screen. Import material that, and I'm going to import material that here. So for now, so this is going to take a string blood group. So final string blood group, which I'm gonna need to take here inside in the constructor like that. So for the moment, I'm just going to return a scaffold with an app bar, which has a title of type text, a text that has text blood group and then blood group, and have a style of app styles title text style. Okay, once we tap on this, for example, on a positive, for example, I want us to be directed to the uproute.bloodgroupselected.name. But you are going to pass an extra. So the extra that you are going to pass here is, for this is going to be a positive. So that is the extra that you are going to pass. Okay. And for that, let us navigate to the routes. And we need to register now this screen that we have just created. And that screen is going to be inside of the main. This main is going to have routes. Okay. And that route is, we can just copy this here, the registration. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so the route is going to be blood group selected. Blood group selected is the path. So blood group selected. This is going to be blood group. And here we want to return blood group selected screen, passing the blood group like that. Back to this. Here I misspelled, it should be assets, like that, assets. As you can see now, we have that. So if I click on this, as you can see, we are directed to this screen and we have that title like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for all the others. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute to do that and I'll be back in a second. I have created all of that, and as you can see now, we have all of those. Maybe I can try to add the font size of this to increase it so that they can look similar to these ones. Okay. All right, and now with that, we have our menus like that with all the blood groups and some other cool stuff here at the bottom.